guys, welcome back to Catapult Wealth's Market Update. Today we've got special guest Sailesh Bhan. He's the Deputy Chief Investment Officer for Reliance Nippon Asset Management. They've partnered up with ETFS Securities to launch Australia's first India-based ETF. So thank you very much for coming, Sailesh. You've come all the way from India. Before we talk about the ETF, can you just tell us a bit of your feeling around the global economy? We've got record highs here in Australia and in the US. How do you feel the strength of the global economy at the moment?
Investors have never had this good. In fact, it's been continuous 120 months of growth and rally in stock markets in the US for a long time now. And I think this journey has been on the back of strong economic growth which happened for a continuous period of time post the GFC. As we see today, there have been some weakness or slowdown in global growth happening, which is more a function of the kind of continued high base of growth which had been there over the years. And that has to some extent has a little bit of caution on the global growth. It has put some caution on the global growth itself. Our take is that the real economic and profit growth globally has been very strong in this last 8-10 years. In fact, the profit shifts have been material. New age companies have grown materially and created a significant amount of wealth for investors. And the recent slowdown, hopefully the cyclical one, which gives opportunities for course correction for several economies. And the current interest rate environment is also low globally, supporting general equity market outlook. In fact, it's turned very positive for not just global stock market, but also for emerging market stock markets as well, because low cost of capital, if it is not like it's a elongated period of time, but it's there for some period of time, it does support a recovery in growth and continuation of economic growth in some emerging economies as well.
So given that, do you feel the emerging economies are as strong as well as the developed ones?
The global crisis which hit both the developed economies and the emerging economies is actually way behind us now. I think growth is coming back in most places, and emerging economies have been slow to recover, but I think we've seen significant improvement happening. The current environment of low cost of capital also supports, because generally the big issue in emerging economies has always been availability of capital to fund growth, because it needs and ties and requires a lot of capital for growth. And as we see the opportunity there, I think we are seeing things turning. Even the valuations in the space and overall emerging markets are very attractive in a long time. And if you recollect, like you said, a lot of developed market economies have done well. I think possibly the tide is turning for emerging market economies to now do or participate in the business growth globally.
Well, thank you very much, Sailesh. Thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.